Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, all right, folks. Let's sit down and talk about some serious buzz that's been swirling around the NFL, particularly involving the New York Giants and a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the NFC landscape. It's the kind of move that, if it happens, might redefine the Giants' future, bolster their offensive line, and elevate their chances in the postseason. The player at the center of this speculation is Penei Sewell, the young and elite offensive tackle from the Detroit Lions. And as always, this is the kind of news that gets Giants fans excited, hopeful, and dreaming about the possibilities of what's to come. Now, this isn't just some idle rumor. According to sources like Adam Schefter and others with good insights into NFL front offices, the Lions are actively exploring trade options for Sewell. The Lions, currently sitting at 8-7 and fighting for a playoff spot, are looking to bolster their defensive line and rebuild their roster after some tough losses. They see Sewell as a valuable asset, especially considering his age, just 25 years old, and the elite level of performance he's been delivering, with a PFF overall grade of 95.0 in 2025. Sewell is arguably one of the best offensive tackles in the league right now. He's a foundational piece, capable of dominating on both the pass and run game, and he's already made 4 Pro Bowls in his young career. His stat sheet is impressive. Only 1 sack allowed so far in 2025, a win rate of 72% on pass sets, and an 81% success rate in run blocking. That's the kind of consistency that makes him a franchise cornerstone. The Lions, however, are in a tricky cap situation, with an $18 million cap hit scheduled for 2026. They're prioritizing extensions for Jared Goff, who's currently earning $45 million a year and trying to get younger on the defensive front. Trading Sewell would free up cap space and allow them to draft or acquire younger talent on the line, especially given their struggles with TFLs, total tackles for loss, and their overall run defense, which allowed a daunting 351 yards per game. They're also eyeing the future, looking to build around their core and perhaps make a bigger push in the NFC North, which, let's face it, has been somewhat unpredictable this season. But that's where things get interesting for Giants fans. The speculation is that the Giants, who are currently sitting at a disappointing 2-13 and in full rebuild mode under GM Joe Schoen, are eyeing Sewell as the missing piece to solidify their offensive line. Their tackles have been a point of concern all season long, especially given the injuries and inconsistency they've faced. Neal has struggled with injuries, Thomas has been hampered by hamstring issues, and the stability at tackle has been a major question mark. Sewell, with his elite performance and durability, missing only a single game due to an ankle injury, could be the anchor the Giants need to protect Daniel Jones better, improve their run game, and reduce sacks. And let's not forget, the Giants are in a unique position to make a move. They've got some assets to offer, and with a rebuild focused on youth and future picks, they can afford to be strategic. Reports suggest that the Giants might be willing to part with some draft capital to land Sewell, especially since they're not looking for an overpay, but rather a smart, calculated move to accelerate their rebuild. The trade could involve a first-round pick in the 2026 draft and a third-rounder in 2027, giving the Lions a good return while helping the Giants address their offensive line issues for years to come. Now, why would the Lions consider such a move? Well, as mentioned earlier, Detroit is not a surefire contender this season despite their 8-7 record. They're a bit skeptical about their chances in the NFC North, especially with the Vikings and Packers still in the mix. Their focus is shifting toward building a sustainable winning team, and that might mean making tough decisions like trading away a player of Sewell's caliber for future assets. Some reports indicate that the Lions are doing a bit of a rebuild on their defensive line, with trade rumors swirling around players like McNeil, hinting that they're trying to reshape their roster for the long haul. For the Giants, this isn't just about acquiring a star tackle. It's about transforming their entire offensive identity. Sewell's addition would instantly upgrade the right side of their line, providing stability and allowing their offense to operate more efficiently. With Schmitz out due to injury, Sewell would be a vital piece to help protect Daniel Jones and give their running game a serious boost. His presence could reduce sacks, increase yards after contact, and improve their third down conversion efficiency, an area where they've struggled mightily this season. Let's talk a bit more about what Sewell brings to the table. This guy is a beast in the trenches. His 2025 stats are eye-popping, a 95. 0 PFF grade, which puts him at the top among his peers, a 79. 0 grade in pass blocking, and an almost perfect 96. 9 in run blocking. He's allowed just 1 sack all season and has a win rate of over 70% in pass sets. His run blocking grades are off the charts, and he's a dominant force when it comes to creating running lanes. His ability to elevate the entire offensive line's performance is something the Giants could really leverage, especially considering how much they've struggled with pass protection this year. His presence would likely increase their pass protection win rate by around 18%, and his contribution to the run game could see yards per carry jump from 3.9 to 4.5. And there's also a significant strategic upside. Sewell's ability to influence EPA, expected points added, per play and create mismatches in pass protection could give Daniel Jones the time he needs to make better decisions and extend plays. His consistency and durability, missing only 1 game due to an ankle injury, set him apart from other tackles, and his youth means he's got a long future ahead of him. For the Giants, acquiring Sewell isn't just about immediate impact, it's about planting a cornerstone for the next several seasons. Now, what about the impact of such a trade on the Giants' playoff chances and overall odds? Well, it's significant. Right now, the Giants are long shots to make the playoffs, with their record and performance reflecting a team that's still finding its footing. But adding Sewell could turn the tide. Bookmakers are already adjusting their odds, boosting the Giants' chances of winning the Super Bowl from +20-0 to +8-0. That's a huge jump and indicates that if Sewell arrives in New York, the Giants would instantly become a more formidable contender. Not only would this bolster their offensive line, but it would send a message that the organization is serious about competing in the postseason. Some analysts believe that the trade move would accelerate the Giants' rebuild, making them a genuine threat in the NFC. With Sewell anchoring the right side of the line, Daniel Jones would have more time in the pocket, Saquon Barkley would see better rushing lanes, and the entire offense would operate more smoothly. The secondary, which has been ravaged by injuries and inconsistencies, could also benefit indirectly, because a more competent offense would keep their defense off the field longer, reducing fatigue and mistakes. Now, of course, not everyone is sold on this idea. The Lions are known for being cautious with their assets and tend to prefer building through the draft rather than trading away key players unless the right deal comes along. Their skepticism about being true contenders this season also plays a role in the decision-making process. The Lions may see Sewell as a valuable trade chip, but also want to avoid losing a cornerstone player unless they're truly convinced they're getting enough in return. On the other hand, the Giants see this as a rare opportunity to snag a top-tier tackle who can change their franchise trajectory. In terms of historical context, this kind of move isn't unprecedented. Teams have traded for young, elite offensive linemen before, and it's always paid dividends when executed correctly. Think of the impact that Trent Williams had when he was traded to the 49ers, immediately transforming their offensive line and contributing to their Super Bowl run. Sewell's profile suggests he could have a similar, if not greater, impact in New York for years to come. Looking ahead, if this trade happens, the Giants could become a much more dangerous team in the NFC. They'd be better equipped to contend against division rivals like the Eagles, whose secondary has been vulnerable, especially with injuries like Nubin's neck issue. The Giants' offense would be more balanced and explosive, and the confidence boost for the team and fans alike would be palpable. It's the kind of strategic move that could define a franchise's direction for the next decade. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Sewell is the missing piece that can propel the Giants back into serious playoff contention? Or are you cautious about giving up draft picks for a player who might not be enough to turn the tide? Drop your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Your voice matters so much to us and to the future of the Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news. This is an exciting time, and the possibilities are endless. Let's keep the faith and hope that big moves are on the horizon, positioning the Giants for a bright future in the NFC.